Good morning, everybody. Let me start with my outrage and sorrow for the death of 3 brave U.S. troops in Jordan and for the other troops who were wounded. The President and I will not tolerate attack on U.S. forces, and we will take all necessary actions to defend the U.S. and our troops. Now, at this important time, I'm glad to be back at the Pentagon. I feel good and am recovering well, but still recovering. And I appreciate all the good wishes that I've received thus far. And welcome back, Mr. Secretary General.
Thank you.
It's great to see you. It's a pleasure to get to host you here today. You know, over the past 3 years, we've worked closely together, and I want to thank you for your leadership. And you've heard me say that a number of times, and it is heartfelt. I have really watched you lead the alliance through some very challenging times. You've kept NATO united and resolute through the most serious threat to transatlantic security since the end of the Cold War. Over the nearly 2 years since Putin's unprovoked invasion of Ukraine, NATO has grown stronger and more united than ever. NATO became even more capable last year when Finland joined. And I'm very pleased that the Turkish parliament voted last week for Sweden to join NATO as well. And we're looking forward to welcoming Sweden to NATO soon.
And it's great to see that we are doing well, and I look forward to continuing to working with you. Let me start by express my condolences for the U.S. troops killed and wounded in Jordan. This demonstrates once again the risk that servicemen are exposed to when they stand up for our values and take part in missions and operations where we protect freedom and the values we all believe in. Iran continues to destabilize the region. This includes backing terrorists who attack our ships in the Red Sea, and the U.S. is leading international efforts to end these attacks. We will, as you mentioned, also discuss Russia's war aggression against Ukraine, and the war is now nearing the 2-year mark. The situation on the battlefield is challenging, but NATO allies are providing unprecedented support to Ukraine. And it is important that we continue to do so. Our support to Ukraine is not charity, it is an investment in our own security, because the world will become more dangerous if President Putin wins in Ukraine, and this is also closely watched in China and Beijing, so that makes it even more important that we continue to support Ukraine. And therefore I also welcome the leadership of you and President Biden in ensuring that we are going to continue to support Ukraine.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Press, for leaving now. Thank you, Press, for leaving now. Thank you.
3 U.S. service members were killed and dozens more wounded after a drone attack on U.S. forces stationed in Jordan. A person familiar with the matter identified the base as Tower 22 in northeastern Jordan, an outpost near the Syrian border, shown in this still taken before the attack. U.S. Central Command said at least 34 were injured, with that number expected to change as more seek care. It's the first deadly strike against U.S. forces since the Israel-Hamas war erupted in October and sent shockwaves throughout the Middle East. Jordan, which holds extensive exercises with U.S. troops throughout the year, condemned the attack in a statement. At a campaign stop in South Carolina on Sunday, U.S. President Joe Biden asked for a moment of silence for the fallen soldiers and vowed to respond.
And we shall respond.
In a statement, the White House blamed Iran-backed groups for the attack. The Islamic Resistance in Iraq, an umbrella organization of hardline Iran-backed militant groups, claimed attacks on 3 bases, including one on the Jordan-Syria border. U.S. forces have come under attack more than 150 times by Iran-backed groups in Iraq and Syria since October. While the United States has maintained that Washington is not at war in the region, it has been retaliating against the Iran-backed groups in Iraq and Syria and carrying out strikes against Yemen's Houthi military capabilities.